Many drama to one of the criminals have their in court. It's a due process. Vendors of open fire. But two, three quick things. The first is my condolences. My household rest in peace. Household rest in peace. Household rest in peace. For me, it was quite devastating news yesterday when I heard of the incident and the casualty. The area commander here, and we spoke yesterday, and then as well as the local government chairman and the managing director of Onitsha Brigade. My understanding is that, well, there are quite stories. What happened? What didn't happen? But we're determined we must get to the bottom of this. Whoever is responsible for this must be held to account, irrespective of who. I've had all manner of conflicting reports. Some, the social media says it's Onitsha Brigade personnel. The other report is that it is the vigilante in the market that opened fire. I don't know. And that's why I'm glad that the police has come into the matter very, very forcefully, and should be able to. And I understand some arrests have been made. We should get to the bottom of it as quickly as possible. Whoever carries arms, I mean, there are rules for the use of arms. Okay, I know that we're dealing with troubled times where you have, criminals all over the place. So sometimes and some places, enforcement agencies carry arms, but there are rules for the use of those arms. There are rules for the use of arms. If it is the vigilante in the market that open arms, we must get to the bottom of it. That open fire. If it is the Onitsha Brigade people that open fire, we must get to the bottom of it. And what if it's Onitsha Brigade? What were they enforcing? What did they go there, the bright street at that hour of the day, to do? We must get to the bottom of all of this, because no life should be lost carelessly this way. I mean, the same way all of us, you sleep, you wake up in the morning, you say your prayers, thank God for a good night, sleep, and pray for a blessed day ahead. I'm sure that's the same way that she woke up and with all her aspirations and dreams for her life and so on. All that ended in seconds or minutes. That's unacceptable. That's not who we are. That's not what Anambra, the light of the nation, is about. We want to enforce rule of law. It's a state founded on law and order. We're trying so hard to bring back law and order in this state. But in doing so, we must also respect the sanctity of life and the due process and procedures code of conduct in the operations, as it were. So I'm very glad, Area Commander, that you're here, and together with your DPOs and other operatives, I'm sure DSS and so on, everybody has swung into action. And let's get to the bottom of this as quickly as possible. And those who are responsible will be called to account, will be prosecuted, and the law will take its course. I think that is the message. And then as for my brothers I just learnt of this when I was just climbing up. Any life is painful loss. Every life. Coming up here, hearing that is, from a point, state equal, local government to be specific. Anambra is, let's say, it's home for all. That used to be our slogan. It's home for all. And irrespective of who, this is quite an unfortunate accident. Very unfortunate accident. People wake up every morning toiling hard to feed their family. This one was in her shop. And then, whether you're pushing a wheelbarrow or whatever, just trying to make a living. This should not happen to anybody. Should not happen to anybody. It's regrettable. And as a state, even for me as a person, I grew up in Ebonyi. You know that. Yeah, I used to go for match pass at Izambo. Through to the funeral, we will try that. This is not what I will say here. But the government will stand with the family. Will stand with you. We are with you in this. It's a bereavement that affects the entire state. I understand a few others who had some injuries. Some have been discharged. Two are now at the teaching hospital at Nnewi, and one still at the hospital here, New Hope, the private hospital here. So, and the others are discharged. That's, well, we pray that these ones have speedy recovery. Yeah. Pray for their speedy recovery. And hopefully, probably as I live here now, I will be able to stop by and get to the New Hope and say the one who is here. And it's a point of contact to also wish the two at with speedy recovery. But all I said to you is that we're determined to rid the state of criminality. We're determined to ensure law and order, but we're also determined to ensure that those who enforce the law and order operate within the confines of the law and due process. They operate within the confines of the law and due process. That's the way we can build a society that everyone will be free to walk about, do their business every day, and without, fearing that anything might come up on them. So, once again, done. The local government is here. We'll follow up with you, and then the details, as we speak about this, we'll get the details about the funeral arrangement. The hospital bills will take care of it. For all those who have been wounded, who are being treated in various hospitals, the government pays for them. And then take care of you.